Hey, welcome back everyone. Today's workout is just going to be 12 minutes. It's not a lot of time, but just enough to make sure today's workout is effective and efficient. All you need is one dumbbell. Let's get you started. Let's start here in 10 seconds. This is our warm-up for today. We're going to mock some of the movements that we're going to do for the workout, starting with a sumo deadlift. With your feet just beyond the width of your shoulders, reach for the ground and stand straight up. Pretty simple. Keeping our back flat, pushing your hips back to give yourself some room to lengthen out your spine as you reach your hands to the floor. We're gonna do this for a minute. We're just trying to test out this range, see how your back feels, see how your hamstrings are feeling, your legs. We're just going through this motion here. As I reach for the floor, my knees are constantly pushing outward and I have pressure on the outside of my feet. I'm not necessarily like rolling my feet out to the side, just touching and standing. Pretty simple. Good stretch to do too. You'll feel the stretch on your legs as you go to reach your hands to the floor. Our next movement, we're gonna do a Cossack squat. So with your feet even further apart, nice and wide, we're gonna reach our right hand to the left foot and then stand up in the middle. Left hand to your right foot, stand up in the middle. We're just gonna alternate back and forth for 60 seconds here. Same deal. As I go to lean over to one side, I'm thinking about sitting my hips back and shifting my weight over so that the knee stays over the ankle. Same thing on that side. And standing up straight at the top, hips are squeezing. Nice work. Warm, loosening up the legs, stretching out our back. Awesome. Meet me on the floor. We're going to do a side plank. So with our elbow down, I'm gonna stack my left foot on top of my right. Right elbow is directly underneath the shoulder. And I'm just gonna elevate my hips and let's hold it here for 30 seconds. And begin. My hip is off the floor. I'm putting pressure down on my elbow, obviously. I'm trying to keep my hip high as my body is static. Halfway there. It's a side plank. You really feel it on your side oblique. All right, let's switch sides. Same thing on the other side. Give yourself a second to set up here. Put this dumbbell out of the way. Elbow directly underneath your shoulder. 2, 1, and hold. Same setup. My left elbow is directly underneath my shoulder. Right foot is now stacked on top of the left. I'm trying to elevate my hip, keeping my body static. Have your hand by your side, hand in front of you, hand overhead, whatever you feel comfortable with, and rest. Awesome. Let's go back to the other side. And this setup position now is with your hip on the floor. We're still gonna have our elbow down on the side, and feet are gonna start here. And this is a side crunch style V-up. So we've done alternating V-ups laying flat on our back. This time, I'm gonna lift my legs up together, reach for my feet, and then with control, lower them back down. So here and back down. Here and back down. Just 30 seconds on this side, and then we'll quickly flip over for the other side. And you wanna move your elbow back a little bit just so that you have some balance when you recline back to help elevate your legs. And do your best to stay with tension on this side, this top side. Go ahead and switch sides. Let's try the other side. Try to keep your feet together. All that good stuff. Rest, guys. Awesome. So that was our warm-up just to get ready for these 4 movements. We have our Sumo Deadlift using a single dumbbell. We'll also be doing some weighted Cossack Squats, holding it in the goblet position here. Then we have our side bridge ups and also our side V-ups coming up. So again, we're gonna set 10 seconds on our clock to start, and we're gonna get through this workout together. So this first minute, we're gonna dedicate to sumo stance deadlifts. So holding my weight here, reach for the ground, and stand right back up. You can hold it this way. If you feel comfortable holding the weight this way, you're gonna travel a little bit more distance. Either way works great. And again, with whatever weight you have available at home, if you wanna go heavier with this exercise, you absolutely can. Just pay attention to keeping our knees out to the side, back is flat as we're doing these sumo deadlifts. This is a good way to start practicing. If squatting is hard for you, a sumo deadlift is a great way to start learning the movement pattern of a squat without having to go beyond a range that is appropriate for you. So this is a good starting point for many of us that might be learning to even do squats for the first time. Okay, goblet style with the dumbbell. So here's a full Cossack squat of going all the way down. You don't have to do that today. I'm a little sore, so I'm just gonna do some half Cossack squats, but I still feel the loading in my leg and it works totally fine. But if you wanna go all the way down and you really wanna get your legs pumping, go for it. I'm just gonna call it right there today. Keeping our chest up nice and tall. A minute at each station with no additional rest today. So we're going straight through 12 minutes. Next we have our bridge ups coming up, okay? So we're gonna ditch the weight and then head down to the floor. 2. All right. 30 seconds has begun. We're doing 30 seconds on each side. Back down. Lateral flexion in the spine. Important to learn and to perform it with control. 2, 1, and switch sides. Next we have our side V-ups. And I'm just gonna stay on this side for that first set. 5 seconds to V-ups. And begin. If it's hard to do them with straight legs, you can absolutely bend them and just practice these side crunches. That totally works fine. 15 more seconds on this side. Two, 1. Switch sides. You really feel these on your obliques. You want to tap the ground with your foot and come right back up. We're not looking to rest our weight on the floor. Hold tension and go right back up. 10 more seconds, guys. And back to our sumo deadlifts. And begin. Nice and warm now. Good work. Excellent job carving out time for your workout today. Cossack squats coming up. Feet a little wider again. Really feel it on that right side. I did some heavy squatting yesterday, so my legs are kind of toasty. And the days that you guys feel sore, and maybe the intensity is not quite high, you can still do some movement. Doesn't have to be super intense. And just movement in general will oftentimes leave you feeling better. Nice walk outside, a hike, some yoga, doing a lightweight version or a bodyweight version of this workout. Good option too. Go side bridge ups. Five seconds. And switch. Same idea, we're just tapping our hip to the mat and then come right back up. And side V-ups. And if finding your balance for this is kind of tricky, it's okay to go slow. You don't have to do a lot of reps. You can slow it down. Just do the highest quality version of these as you can. And switch sides. And our final set coming up. It's a quick one today. But it just goes to show it doesn't have to be long or overly intense to be effective and to accomplish what our goal is. That is to focus on self-care. So one more. All right, last set. Let's go right into our deadlifts. Set your back flat. Good sweat going now. Feeling awake. Squeeze your hips through at the top. Maybe you're thinking, where do I look when I'm doing a deadlift? And your eyes kind of want to follow the horizon as you move your torso. So it doesn't need to be here, but also it doesn't need to be here the entire time. So you want a neutral position in your neck, your cervical spine. Cossack squats. Last set of these. It's interesting, even now, this last set, getting lower is actually easier. Not as sore, even in just these 10 minutes. All right, let's get these side bridge ups. Ten seconds. Two, one, switch sides. And seconds. And last set of V-ups. Let's do it. Two, one, switch sides, last one, last 30 seconds. Here we go, everyone, 15 seconds. And rest. Way to go, everyone. Way to get it done. 12 minutes. Again, doesn't need to be super long for the workout to be effective. I'm pretty sweaty. I'm sure you are too if you kept up with me. If you wanted to extend this out to 5 sets, you absolutely could. Again, if you wanted to increase the weight and maybe further your range when it came to that Cossack squat, those are other great options to make this workout a little more challenging. But if you got through the 12 minutes with me today, awesome job. We'll see you on the next one very soon.